done it! They have gone back to back for the second year in a row!
What is up, everybody? My name's DG, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely, beautiful co-host, Milkman. And once again, we have recurring guest, Connor Smith, on the pod. What it do, baby?
How we doing, Connor?
Well, I keep getting invited back, so I must be saying something good, or maybe my takes are very bad, and people like that too. So I'm just happy to be back. It's been a while. Let's talk some Bolts hockey.
Let's do it.
Something's working. That's for sure.
It is working. I mean, he was the voice of reason. We talk about you almost every pod because your takes were correct.
Yeah.
I'm the one that probably has the worst takes on the show. It is what it is. I own it. I'm a man about it. It's a lifestyle, man.
The Bolts were dead week 3, so that's all we got to say
It's
with
a
that.
lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. So obviously we are at the halfway mark, almost All-Star break. So
No, we're over halfway.
Over halfway, and we're sitting pretty, boys. Overall, this season, how are we feeling?
Connor, set the floor. How we feeling? Full half season breakdown. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, it's interesting because we have yet to really see a full, healthy Tampa Bay Lightning team in the 2022 or 2021-2022 season, which is something that I think is encouraging.
Scary for other teams, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's very frightening for other teams. I think right now we're just we're doing what we want to do, get the wins, get the points stacked up, and then, come here in a couple weeks, we're going to get everyone back healthy, ready to go, and kind of start peaking at the right time, which is very important, as we have found out the last 2 years.
All about that peak. I love it. I'm feeling fantastic. I feel selfish because I'm just expecting us to win so much, and it just looks like it's so easy for us to just continue to find ways to win with a roster, like Connor said, that has not been healthy. So I love it. I've said it on previous pods. The injuries happening earlier in the season, the people coming out with COVID, letting some of the younger guys get some more ice time. I think that's been fantastic for us. I'm feeling fantastic. I just hope that we don't pull like a Tampa Bay Buccaneers and just shit the bed. Injuries start piling up towards the end of the season. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Let's not bring up the Bucs right now. There's a lot of stuff going on.
I'm just saying. I'm scarred right now. I'm scarred. But
Tom Brady saying he might come back. Kyler Murray might be our quarterback. There's too much Bucs going on right now. We need to figure out what the fuck's going on before we start.
But listen. Even in our darkest days as Bucs fans, guess who's always been that rock steady person to bring you happiness? And that would be the Tampa Bay Lightning. Consistent, winning, can go for 3 in a row. I mean, we're in good hands, boys. We're in great hands.
Yeah, that's why.
Sorry,
I was just gonna say that's why it's funny because I don't know if you guys know this. I graduated from the University of Kansas, so I have a lot of Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Nope. Just go Gators. Just absolutely Gainesville, go Gators. There's nothing but University of Florida on this podcast.
But anyways, so I have a lot of Chiefs fans that are friends of mine, and that's, I always give them crap because that's something, it's kind of what they only have that really is Chiefs football. So it's nice to know when the Bucs take a loss, I get sun, I get the beach, and I get Lightning hockey to root for after that. So it's always a very nice way to make yourself a little happier after
it is officially
fingers
hockey
crossed real
season.
Quick that we get a little bit of MLB for June, July, and August, because those are some rough months with baseball. So without baseball, I'm a little scared with those months.
It's going to be like COVID when you had those 2 or 3 months where literally nothing was on and I wanted to shoot myself.
Did not know what to do with myself. Thank God I was starting a business because it consumed my time, because I would not have no idea what to do with myself at that point.
Yeah. But maybe Rob Man-Clown can get it done. I don't know. But it is officially hockey season. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of it.
Hard.
We
only got one football game left.
Fuck that football game. I don't care about it. I'm over the NFL season this year until it's next year. Go Bucks. But
Salty.
I'm mentally, like, we have to take these mental and physical breaks. Treat your heart well. Make sure you're eating good foods, because when these playoff series start, they're draining, boys.
Be ready.
They are fucking draining. So I'm taking the time to fully enjoy this until it gets really stressful and these games start. And then the Lucky Couch, I'm looking forward to some live broadcasts, some live post-game shows. I'm looking forward to it. So Lucky Couch is
Connor,
we're not
would
touching
you be
it
willing
until
to come for a Lucky Couch live podcast?
Well,
Potentially at least one.
I have committed. I have committed to the Lucky Couch podcast. I have last time I was on, so I will honor that.
Good.
Yeah, let's pick a game. We know we can win. All right.
No, it's got to be in the playoffs. So
Honestly, that's not the move.
No,
That's
listen,
not the move. Honestly,
it's got to be in the playoffs, bro. It's got to
Yep.
be in the playoffs. It cannot be a regular season game. Has to be in the spot, positioned correctly, ready to go.
And I feel like Connor, no playoff game is taken for granted. You have to grind and win every one of those. So
Every
as
game
much as I would
matters.
love to say you're gonna come, we're gonna win. No, they got to win.
grind.
They got to drive for it.
So I love that. We'll definitely get that going. But like I said, officially hockey season. I'm fucking pumped. I'm all in. I'm sorry if my enthusiasm hasn't been there. I was wrapping up with football season, but I am 100% locked in, and we're coming down the stretch. Let's fucking go. Let's recap these games quickly. I know they happened
Real quick.
a shit ton, like so long ago. Beat the Devils 3-2. Lost to the Golden Knights when I was in Vegas, which pissed me off because I thought the game was actually. I got to Vegas. I was like, oh shit, the Lightning are playing here tonight.
Hey,
And I looked.
bachelor party life. Like, can you really complain that much?
But I wanted to go to the game, and I saw we were playing Vegas, and I was like, fuck yes, I'm going to go to a game. And then I looked, and it was at home.
I'm so sorry. Rewind. You were in Vegas
And
when the Bolts were playing in Vegas.
No. The Vegas was playing in Tampa.
Oh,
I looked at the schedule, and I saw us playing Vegas, and I was like, oh, fuck, like, I can go. But it didn't work out. They were actually playing in Tampa. So I sat in Vegas, which is really weird because the game started at, like, 5 o'clock or something like that, like in the middle of the day. It was just, like, really weird. And then the game ended, and I was like,
definitely
what the fuck do I
still
do?
working for, like, an hour and a half after that.
yeah.
That's
So,
interesting.
and then we beat the Sharks 3-2 in overtime. So,
Yeah.
Picking
I
up
bring
a
up
point in
actually
every game.
Quick points. I just want to bring up quick points on each of those games, just real quick. Matthew Joseph. So first game, we'll talk about the Devils. We'll start there. He has been a man of progression. He went from not being able to be on his feet to finally getting on his feet and getting some shots on goal, which is awesome because there's something he didn't do too well. Now the man's converting. This man he was down. I'm pretty sure it was a 5-4 situation. Granted, it wasn't put on the first shot. It was more of a rebound situation, but he finished it. And at the end of the day, Matthew Joseph is starting to finish on those breakaways. And if he can continue to finish those breakaways, this is an entirely different team because he has the speed and he has the defense to do it. He just doesn't have the offense to convert. And now he's getting the offense, and I am so excited. Devin or Connor, I would love to hear your opinion on what Matthew Joseph.
You know what my opinion is. He's a light skin.
Yeah.
Light skin stick together. That's my boy.
Devin's on team Matthew Joseph.
I'm team Matthew Joseph. But listen, me and Connor, we don't agree on Matthew Joseph, and we didn't agree on Steven Stamkos. I now feel like the Infinity Stone is like right there because now we both have to accept it. I have to accept Stammer, and you have to accept that Matthew Joseph is getting better.
Are you 100%?
Are you on the Matthew Joseph train?
Joseph Connor.
I think he would be a good third or fourth liner for us for a while. Yeah.
Good. Good. Virtual handshake. Virtual handshake.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 4. I think you have to. I want you to say he is a solid third liner for us, and I am confident in him contributing.
Whoa.
That's what I'm. That's what I want. If you're not willing to give it, it's fine. That's just what I want.
I never said. First of all, I never said he wasn't what you just told me to say he was. All I said was, I don't think he should be getting all the ice time with Stamkos and Killorn and the top dogs just yet because he doesn't produce offensively.
I agree. I don't think he's a top one or two liner.
If you want me to say I'm confident that he's, very, like, I like him a lot. I just think he needs to understand his role in the NHL. So now saying that, until he figures that out, he can't play in the top six, but I love him on the third and fourth line.
Good!
No, this is a step in the right direction. I'm excited about this.
But Mr. Milkman over here talking about the breakaway that he scored. I was at the San Jose Sharks game when he missed the breakaway that he had in that game too. So
he didn't make all of them. He definitely didn't make all of them. He still misses. But he made this one, and that's why I brought it up. And we haven't gotten to the Sharks game yet. It's a couple games in advance, but when I watched that Devils game, it stood out to me that we were down a man, and he converted by himself. Granted, it was off a rebound. It wasn't like a beautiful...
A goal is a goal, Milkman. You can't be fucking greedy.
He scored the goal 1v1, and that's all it took. And I was happy about it. So,
and we had Shelby on, and she was pissed that he couldn't convert on it. So, Shelby, haha, Team Lightskin, we're out here. Thank you, Matthew.
And then, obviously, to end that game for the Devils, it was Braden Point. He didn't score the goal, but he made the goal. He passed Cirelli to where Cirelli had just a genuine open net. It would have been hard to miss that goal if you're Anthony Cirelli at that point. So I don't really want to give a foreshadow into who stepped up this week, but Braden Point, just unbelievable pass. It showed up as obviously an assist on the stat sheet, but he deserved the goal and the assist, to be honest, because it was just too pretty. And that's what we won the game from.
I love it. I have nothing else to say. I think you hit it right on the head. The Golden Knights game, let's kind of transition to that, because that game to me, and we were down like Jay Richards said, you got to look at the three games in like a 3-game stretch. You can't break it down one by one. But I just thought that I just see sometimes trends where we're just dominated, not playing our style of hockey, not setting the tone, and then here we are crawling back trying to win a hockey game. Are we talented enough to do that? Yeah, we can. And I know you're not going to bring it every single night, but it's just that trend that I just don't want to see happen, and I'm sure it probably won't, but I just don't want to see that. We are the defending champions, 3-time defending champions, back-to-back champions. I want us to set the tone every time we step on that fucking ice, and I felt like they brought it to us. Absolutely. They had the intensity in the beginning, and they ended up winning. We were down 2-0, came back, tied it up 2-2, and obviously lost in the shootout, but picking up a point against a good Vegas team, not really a concern. I just want to see us set the tone.
Yep. Connor?
I honestly didn't watch the Vegas game. I was
fake fan. Get this fucking guy out of here. Fake fan.
No,
just kidding.
God.
Nah, no worries on that. But to be honest, we were down 2-0 for most of the game. It wasn't until 7 minutes left that we actually put up a goal. I think Ross Colton's the guy who scored it. We tied with Vasi in, and that's honestly just, we're happy for that. We didn't think we were going to get a point. But we did. We tied it up, went to OT. Obviously, what concerns me presently, not in the playoffs, obviously, because shootouts not really a situation in the playoffs, but we should not be losing to Robin Lehner in shootouts with Vasi as our goal. That's the only thing that really concerned me, because Robin Lehner sucks. And he has admittedly said, he's been on the Spit Chicklets podcast. Yeah. He is like convincingly one of the worst shootout goalies of all time. And then we have Vasi, who we consider one of the best goalies of all time. I was so confident that we were going to win once we went that shootout. It was a little heartbreaking for me. So that's what concerned me. The only thing is how we were down for pretty much the entire game. We didn't score until a few minutes, about 7 minutes left. And then we lost in the shootout. But at the end of the day, shootouts, they don't occur in the playoffs. So irrelevant. We're here for the playoffs. We're here for the cup. But that first one scares me. They don't even have Jack Eichel yet. And it took us almost the entire game to score. What do you think, Connor?
Wait, wasn't that was the game Gasparilla was that day at night, right? Yeah. So that's why we lost. We were focused on Gasparilla.
Like
I'm pretty sure I saw them on the boat invasion, and they were like pouring shots and like with the cup or something.
Took
like
a
that.
stealth flighter all the way over to Vegas real quick, dropped and parachuted them in, and then they played.
No. It was at home, Milkman. The game was at home.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The fuck are you
No
talking
idea
about,
what I'm talking
Milkman?
about then. Don't even listen to me. Don't even listen to me then. But no, that was definitely a home game. So yeah.
No, the sickest part about that was
actually,
our fucking
that's
warm-up.
concerning then. If they were actually participating in Gasparilla,
I'm joking.
Actually scary.
I'm joking.
Yeah, it obviously didn't happen,
joking.
but
The fucking warm-up jerseys,
no,
though.
it
Let's talk
sucks.
about
it. It was
them.
a shitty game. It was a shitty game. We at no point did we were in control of the game, and we lost the fucking shootout to one of the worst shootout guys in the NHL. So it was just a shitty game, but we got a point. So we cannot be that disappointed about it because we still got a point.
You know what I'm not disappointed about? And I'm for the third time.
Helmet.
The fucking warm-up jerseys. Those things are fucking sick. The
Yes.
Gasparilla ones,
Yes.
Those were
take
tight.
my money. They're dropping just fucking heat. They have the best jerseys. In Tampa, they have the best jerseys in Tampa. The Bolts do. Hands down. Hands fucking down.
It's like a cross of, it's like a hybrid of the Bucks and the Bolts at the same time.
Love it.
Fucking fantastic.
Fantastic jerseys. And then
Yeah,
you got the
those are
winner,
nice.
the Stadium Series jerseys. Fucking sick as shit.
Give me
What
an
do you guys-
88 of that. I
What do you
love
guys
your
think of the-
jersey you're wearing there, right? Obviously, that's a pretty new jersey. That's awesome. But I would love an 88 cross Gasparilla Bucks Bolts jersey. That's what I want.
What'd you say, Connor?
I was just gonna say, do you guys see the photos? Like, what do you guys think of the pants that we're wearing with the jersey?
I didn't
The
even see
bolt.
it, to be honest.
There's like a big ass bolt on the left side of the pants. It looks awful, I think. But we have
Really?
we
Awful?
have-
Well, I'm out.
yeah, I don't know.
I trust your
It doesn't-
opinion. Then I'm out. The jersey
Yeah.
looked good to me, but if the pants look like shit, I'm out.
Hold on.
Let's
They
get some
don't
good
look-
shit.
they
Let's
don't-
get some good pants in there then.
Stadium
They
Series.
don't look that bad, but I mean, it's huge. You gotta
Let's
go to the Instagram. Go to their Instagram. They posted today.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Like, it's so big.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
All right.
Yeah.
Change the
But the
pants.
jersey,
Change
the
the
jersey's
pants.
sick, though.
Oh, the
Jersey was sick.
unreal.
All on the jersey.
You know what jersey is not sick? Is the fucking Smashville ones. Throw those ones in the fucking
Those are
trash.
so bad.
Imagine that being your Stadium Series one. Like, that's so horrible.
Are they wearing that for the Stadium Series?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
horrible. Have you seen
Oh,
them?
man. You said that's in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, it's at the
Smashville.
last weekend of February.
I'll
Look
be
it up. Have
reporting
you seen them,
live
Milkman?
From Nashville.
Look at the
I
Smashville
haven't.
ones. Look them up real quick. I
Smashville.
want live
Got it.
reaction
Let me
of
look
how
real quick.
bad. Look up Stadium Series uniforms. Fucking Predators. They're horrible. They're ugly as shit.
It's so bad. I can't wait
Alright,
to
pulling up
roast, just
images.
rip Nashville
What
fans
is
in
that?
Nashville.
Just blue, yellow with Smashville?
Yeah, it's ugly as fuck. Connor, are you going to the Stadium Series?
Yeah, I'm going with like a big squad, and we're gonna stir it up on Broadway a little bit.
Have you been to Nashville
Yo, the
before?
one you're wearing
Yeah, I've been.
is exponentially fucking better. The one you're
No.
wearing right now. Like, what are they thinking?
It's horrible.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I've been.
Have you been to Winners and Losers in Nashville? Like the two bars next to each other?
Yeah, I've been like, yeah,
It's fucking amazing.
Dude,
Amazing.
Yeah, it's one time I
Was
was
it about a month
there.
ago? 2 months ago.
One time I was there, and I like went to this like bar, like this rooftop bar that like the Vanderbilt kids go to, which is like not on Broadway. And I'm like, sick bar, looks over the city. I'm like, oh my God, that's Ryan O'Reilly, the Blues captain. They had a game that night.
Holy shit.
He's like at the bar by himself,
pretty
and all of a sudden this bartender hands him like a big tray of like champagne glasses, and I'm like, so I'm obviously interested now, 12
Yeah,
champagne
I'm
glasses,
following, I'm
one
following.
guy. So I like just watch him, just walks over to a bachelorette party and just puts him on the like table and walks away.
What a
You know
guy.
that man fucked at least one of them moments. At
Well, I
least
don't know.
one.
He has a wife and kids, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. That
Come on, Milkman. You out here throwing dirt
I didn't
under-
do my background.
This is how
check on
rumors
Ryan
start.
O'Reilly.
It's
I'm
literally going to
sorry.
be...
I assumed that the man buying an entire bachelor party of drinks.
You can't
kinda
just be a
had
nice
some
guy
type
out
of
here in
business.
these streets. You just have some alternative...
You could be.
Come on, man. The guy's got money. It's a bachelorette party. He just probably took a loss because they.
I agree. Maybe
apologize.
Maybe myself. If I were to buy an entire bachelor party drinks, I assume my eyes are on one of them, and maybe that's just like that's selfish. That's narrow-minded. I'm sorry. I regret it.
Milkman showing his true colors live
family man. You are a great man, and that is something I respect. Is you buying an entire bachelorette party drinks?
I just fucked Ryan O'Reilly. Sorry, Ryan.
You did. You did. This is literally how rumors start. Like, it's be like, oh,
this is it. This is
definitely
it, right?
did it. Fucking Milkman. Can't count on him, man. That's fucked up. One more time. Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Good. God damn. All right. Moving on to the Sharks. Sharks game. We went in overtime, 3-2. Connor, did you watch this one?
I was there. Yeah,
I was there. Good.
I would love. This is a little trivia question here. Who made an amazing? And I kind of preluded this at the beginning. Who made an amazing first pass to Sorelli to get us on the board in the second? If it's not number 21, Braden Point, I don't know what to say because that man just sets things up. And I don't know what to do because at the end of the day, like he's not scoring every goal, but this man is giving people open nets, like to a point where 2-3 people and the goalie's attracted to him, and he just passes it. And it's open, and it's unfair to other teams. And God, do I wish I am so upset. Braden Point is not considered one of the best people in the NHL because he deserves it. What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, man, especially that Kucherov, he's really stepped it up and, took that. Because usually it's Kucherov finding him in front. But, without Kuch out there, he's definitely taken a bigger role in the offensive end and kind of being that facilitator that Kucherov is. And, Kuch is Kuch, but Pointer has, that ability to be extremely fast and quick in the zone, but he also can slow it down a little bit, and his ice vision is just crazy. So
it's crazy that we got him locked up too for such a long time. Him, Passy,
my God, bro! And we're gonna lock him up after that too. There's no way that Julian is letting go of Braden Point.
I can never see Braden Point.
0%. I am willing to put everything on a 0% chance we let go of Braden Point. No way.
I could never fathom watching him in another uniform.
He will never be.
That's like Mike Evans.
It will break my fucking heart if he's in another uniform. It's not gonna happen.
No, I don't think so.
Nope. Will not.
So let's little recap of the All-Star game. Did anyone watch the skills competition?
I watched it. Yeah.
What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
What'd you think?
What would you before you tell me what you think?
Is this the skills? Is this the breakaway, or is this the 21?
The whole event. The whole event together.
Oh yeah.
Connor, what would you rank it 1 to 10?
I like that. It's a good question.
Thank you.
I don't know,
not the All-Star game itself, but just the events. So just
we know
the skills, the 21,
we know Milkman,
the hardest shot.
We get it.
Tell me from an entertainment standpoint, I don't know, a 7.3.
No, I'm going higher. That's a 9.
Higher?
I thought it was great. I thought it was fucking great. I loved all of it. I thought granted I didn't get to watch the All-Star game.
Did you hear Stamkos?
Oh yeah. Stamkos.
No,
Stamkos.
I heard the ultimate Zamboni, and that's about it. All I know is that his kid wanted Ryan Zamboni.
No, Stamkos clearly didn't want to be doing what he was doing, and the announcer was Stammer, come on, you got to pick a card. He did that 21 thing. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to make this go by as fast as possible or something. I've lived in Florida for 14 years. I'm freezing.
The all-time quote.
Okay, so maybe it sucks a little more than I thought. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
I see that then.
I don't know. I'd give it a 6.5, 6.7.
That's low. It's 6 in general.
You know what pissed me off? You know what pissed me off is the when they did the little card, everyone where the judges and shit, they did the breakaway challenge. And the dude was fucking blindfolded. First of all, the people with the dodgeballs were late. They fucked it up. Second of all, that was really fucking cool. And then third of all, they gave it to fucking Pietrangelo, who had the shittiest fucking goal. I know it's like all for fun and things like that, but the dude gave him a 19. Like, that's just dumb. Like, if you wanted this us to like kind of take us like half serious,
Like,
If
it's just
I
dumb.
were to just rate
Ziegler
that
should have
event
won that
itself,
shit.
that event itself would get a 2.7 out of 10.
I thought it was cool
it is
until
miserable that the coolest goal I've ever fucking seen by Trevor Ziegler. I love dodgeball. I am a huge dodgeball underdog story fan. He brought it out. Was he blindfolded? Maybe. Could he see through it? Maybe not. We're not 100% sure. But to me, if he looked blindfolded, he had fucking dodgeballs thrown at him, and he did this crazy ass shit where he held on to the puck, Deke's left, Deke right, Deke's left, Deke right, and came back and shot it, not looking. That is a 10 out of 10 win every single time. So the fact that that did not win, that is the only thing taking away from the weekend, because I thought everything else was entertaining. I enjoyed the 21 shot. I enjoyed the breakaways. I enjoyed the Vasi winning. Granted, Anderson fucking didn't do shit. He sucked, but Vasi still won that shit. And it did. I enjoyed the whole process of it. But yeah, I would love to hear you guys' opinion.
Well, it's funny because the Zegers thing, like he said in an interview after that, they were only supposed to wrap it like once so he could like see, but the goalie for Anaheim fucked with him and wrapped it twice so he couldn't see shit. And a lot of people think
Anaheim, who's that? Gibson, John Gibson.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
I think so. Yeah, a lot of people think it's because like Zegers is a rookie and a cocky rookie. Like the guy wanted to fuck him.
Oh my God, he plays for Anaheim too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are Anaheim guys. Wow.
And he still did that. That was amazing. That's
amazing. A little fucked up.
And he still did it.
He still did it.
So I would be a little upset.
That's amazing. Wow. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I don't know. The pawn thing was kind of dumb to me. It was cool looking, but how they had to like hit the stick or like hit the stick on the top of the puck to like light it up. I know you had to do that. I don't know. It was just kind of like, I get it. It's Vegas inspired. You want to do it at the Bellagio. It was obviously pre-recorded. They had to pre-record it. It was okay. And then I didn't like the save streak. I want every goalie to have their own save streak.
I agree.
I don't. That tandem shit is dumb.
Vasi should not have to depend on some fucking scrub.
On a bum. I want to see Vasi dominate.
He's a fucking scrub.
And the other goalies that did it, I mean, were horrible. They only had like streaks of like three and 5 were like the best ones, like closest to the one that we had.
So Vasi 20 fucking shots. There is no way Vasi's losing that 1-on-1, but for all the goalies, no way.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just hated that it was a tandem event. So I watched the whole thing. I had nothing else to watch on TV. It's okay. It was a 6.5, 6.7. That's me. And I didn't even watch the All-Star game. I had plans.
I didn't either. I watched highlights.
Yeah. So I had
Anderson's still fucked up there.
A very important life moment.
He led a couple, but at the same time, I mean, it's an All-Star game. There's no defense. It was just straight fucking shots on goal.
But let's just say the Stammer's kid stole the show with the I want to ride Zamboni.
I want the Zamboni.
I just love how he's so patient with it. Like he's trying to answer the questions and everything, and it was just awesome to see Stammer
calm yourself.
Could you imagine being a person that wants Stammer to get traded? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine being that person?
Can you imagine being that guy that said Stammer needed to be traded because that was the only way this team was going to make it further into the playoffs?
I can't imagine.
Devin, tell me. I would never assume this is you, but imagine the mindset of someone who would think that. What would somebody who was thinking that? What are they thinking now?
They're thinking about nothing. They're thinking about nothing when they made that statement. It's just what it is. I mean, I just couldn't imagine being a person that just would not want that guy, on your roster. Stammer, picturing him in another jersey.
Impossible.
I can't. I'm sorry. So, yeah, fuck those guys that, wanted Stammer gone.
Huh. Yeah. Now, before we get into the future, real quick, I'm going to talk a little bit of the present. Marty St. Louis. He's the head coach. This man is the new head coach of the Calgary Flames. I did not see that coming at all. Connor, Devin, either of you guys have an opinion? Like, do you think he's going to do really
Um,
well? Do we think he's a
well-
bridge guy? Like, what do we think's going on there?
Well, Milkman, not to be the bearer of bad news, but it was the
Mhm.
Montreal Canadiens he got hired by.
Oof.
Isn't that what I said? Canadians? What the fuck did I say?
I think he said Calgary,
You said the Calgary.
Oh, shit. I am so sorry. I meant Canadians. Sorry.
which is, I
Blame
think.
it on that.
Oh, it's okay. But no, I think it's really cool. And they hired Vinny as their assistant GM.
Did they really?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that. Holy
Yeah.
shit. They're just trying to bring the Tampa team.
I know, the 04. Now Dan Boyle is going to be hired, all those guys. But
Oh my god. They're actually breaking the franchise. This is awesome.
No, I was
okay, so
kidding.
what
I was
what's your
kidding
opinion?
about
Do you
Dan
think it's a
Boyle.
good idea or a bad idea?
I think it's good. I mean, why not get a players coach in there? I mean, they said that it's only going to be for half the year. Like, he's going to coach the rest of the season, and then depending on how well he does, they'll talk about signing him like long term.
I get it that the Canadians are bad like this year. I get it. But this coach just took you to the fucking Stanley Cup Finals, and you're firing him
Last year.
halfway through the following season. Does that not just like concern? Does that not bother anyone?
I disagree with it.
What do you mean you disagree?
I do. As much as I'm happy for Marty, I'm so happy he got it. I didn't even know he wanted a head coaching job. So like I'm happy that he got it if that's what he was shooting for. But the fact that this coach brought you to the finals just last year with not like a team that was expected to
A
go to the
shit
finals.
roster is what it was.
Yes,
and
they
caught
were not
flame.
expected. It wasn't like this is a team that's going. No, they got there, and then all of a sudden you fire them because they're doing kind of what you expected originally. I don't know. I disagree with it, but at the same time, I have for Marty. Like, hell yeah, go Marty. I hope he does well.
Connor.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say because they also like fired their GM this year too. Like they pretty much cleaning house, it seems like. But I can't remember the last time really in any sports across all leagues, like a team going to the highest like level last year, like reaching the Stanley Cup, and then being like this bad, like almost like first overall pick bad.
Yeah, I mean I knew it was going to
First
happen
off, you don't
last
see
year.
that. I mean, you see the Bucks
that's-
winning Super Bowl like 7 and 9, but that's a little different.
Yeah, I mean the fall though that quick. Like usually it takes a year or two, but I knew they weren't going to be good this year. I knew that, but I didn't think they would be that bad.
No.
But at the same time, I just can't fathom firing your coach when you just took him to that. I understand, like maybe there might something might be going on in the locker room or something. I don't want to speculate and start any rumors or something, but like that's just so odd to me, and I don't know. I just feel like that's wrong.
And the fact they already hired him before the next year, like just like a quarter of the season left, and a little more, a little over half the season left, they just hire him. Like that's weird. It seemed a little off. So
They
I'm happy
hired
for him. I love Marty. I think he's one of the greatest guys in the NHL, but at the same time, it's just kind of a weird situation.
They hired him like 4 days after.
It's crazy.
Like,
Was he even interviewed? I don't even know. Obviously, he probably was, but that's
weird.
crazy. Just like you said, 4 days. That's zero time. It takes me more to hire anyone for any business line I'm in. So like that's mind blowing. So good for them.
I think it's a little bit different.
I don't know. Head coaching, I think you should go through a little bit of a screening and some interviews.
Their
but
season is
I
shot.
know what you're saying.
The season is over. Doesn't matter.
How about this? Do they expect Marty to turn this team around this year? Or is this within like 2-3 years, this should be a playoff contending team?
No, I mean, he's not even
well-
guaranteed after this year.
yeah.
And that's what I'm asking. Like, are they just using him as like an interim guy? Why didn't they just hire
Go get your feet wet, bud. Here, go get your feet wet.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
The
Wow,
season is
that
over.
sucks. I feel bad for him then. I feel bad. Sorry.
Well,
That's
not
all.
really.
What do you mean?
I don't feel-
But
I don't
hold
feel
up.
bad for him.
Go ahead.
I don't feel bad for him because, like, he literally, like, last I heard, he was coaching his son's hockey team, and all of a sudden he gets a head coaching position at one of the, like, original 6 hockey teams,
Yeah.
biggest
OGs.
markets biggest market in Canada, and all of a sudden you're like, here, like, go for it. I mean, that's a pretty cool opportunity. But
Let's not
I
forget.
don't.
Go ahead. My bad.
I was just gonna say, I don't think like the expectations for him to like turn it around and start winning. It's kind of create this culture that the guys like in the locker room, and kind of like build off of that.
Let's not forget. 3 years ago, St. Louis Blues, last place, fired their coach.
January.
Fired their coach. Came back, turned it around. I'm not saying the Montreal Canadiens are going to do that, but maybe Marty can have some Marty magic, and I don't know.
Wouldn't that be something? That would literally write that man's ticket for the rest of his career. He could coach anywhere.
I think he'll get a good shot. I'm still mad at him that he coached at Columbus when they swept us.
I will always hold that grudge. It's not even.
Fucked.
It's the fact that he was like an assistant who just told them everything that we did. Like, fuck that. I'm out. So sorry. I love Marty. He's great. He did everything for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but that little thing was a little bit of an uppercut to the face. So I will always be a little bitter. But let's go future. Let's go future. What do we got coming up? And prognostics for second half of the year. I want to talk about Connor. What do you think's gonna happen for the second half of the year?
Oh, are you?
Do we have games coming up in this next few weeks?
Yeah, we played Denver.
We do, but since you took control of the show, you fucked up.
I didn't mean to take control. I thought you had the games ready. I thought you had the games ready.
I do. I'm just fucking with you.
All right, so what games we got coming?
We got the Avalanche today. You're listening.
Wow. Love it.
9:00 start. Coyotes.
Arizona Coyotes.
And then the Devils on Tuesday. All away games. So, and then we have a big break. We have like a whole week. We only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in February. It's not that many.
Connor, what's your prediction for the next 3 games this week?
3 games. I think we lose in Denver, beat the shit out of Colorado, and beat the shit out of New Jersey.
You mean?
And that's my
kick
prediction.
the shit out of the Coyotes? You mean?
What did I say?
You said lose in Denver, kick the shit out of Colorado.
Oh, jeez.
We know what he meant. We know what he meant.
I'm just correcting.
We're thinking a strong 2-1-0.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was really bad. Oof. Okay. Yeah, kick the shit out of the Coyotes from Arizona. You got to say like that, Coyote.
Coyotes.
Yes,
accent.
my roommate. I don't know how he became a Coyote fan, but he's one
You
of the
picked the
biggest
wrong
Coyote.
fucking team. I'll tell you
Huge
that.
Phil Kessel fan? Like what? Who is he rooting for? Like what?
He is
A shitty
huge
product.
Coyotes fan.
Like, is there a player he's rooting for? He just
he
all of a
likes-
sudden I like the worst team in the NHL. Like, what's going on?
He's been on the Coyote strand since wow.
Wow. Well, let your roommate know I feel bad for him. Tell him.
Yeah,
I
I remind him
a little
every
sorry
day.
for him because that sucks. Because I would not want to be a Coyotes fan. Devin, what do you think we're doing the next 3 games?
I'd like to see us beat the Avalanche. I think we can go 3-0.
Wow, I love it.
We're playing
I'm
good
the same.
hockey. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Avalanche don't have McKinnon. McKinnon should be coming back at the end of the week, though, so that's good for them. But no McKinnon. Let's fucking show them who's boss. Let's show them that they
agree.
choke for a reason and that we're actually champions. They're the regular season champions that everyone is obsessed with picking, preseason to fucking win the cup, and then they always fucking fall short. They just don't have that dog mentality. Shout out to Justin Strnad and your shitty ass fucking Avalanche that can never get the job done. Thank you so much for the donation that you made for me last year, buying my game 1 ticket because your team didn't make it because you were so confident. I would love to run that bet back with you again because you guys aren't closers. So just for that, just out of spite.
Are you calling him out on this podcast right now?
100%. Just out of spite, we're gonna beat the fuck out of the Avalanche.
Is there a round, or is there who gets further, or then just?
So last year,
What's the actual
was,
bet? Like, give me the parameters.
Last year it was if we both make it to the Stanley Cup, we have to go to a game in Denver and a game in Tampa.
Wow.
It was either one or the other. I forget.
Paying for your own tickets to that point. Okay.
So then, if we didn't,
let's say Tampa makes it and Colorado doesn't. What happens?
That's what I'm getting to, but you keep cutting me off, Milkman. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. So if Tampa made it and they didn't, he had to buy the ticket. If Colorado made it and we didn't make it, I had to buy his ticket. So obviously Colorado didn't make it. Not fucking closers. Job's too big. Can't get it done. Is what it is. He had to buy me a ticket. So thank you for the donation, Justin Sternad. I look forward to beating the Avalanche tonight. Fuck you. Respectfully.
All right,
Milkman,
so
did you have your prediction?
No, I'm just going real quick, 3-0. And I'm just going to put it all on the table real quick. 3 consecutive weeks. Check the records if you want. I have been on point. I have not gotten a game wrong in 3 weeks. We're going 3-0. We're going to beat the Avalanche. We're going to beat the other 2 teams as well. So we're going to have a little break after that. I'm excited for that little hiatus. Not really excited, but I'm excited to go 3-0 this week. Keep the streak going. That's 4 consecutive weeks in a row. After that, we're going to pick up. And that's about it. That's it.
I mean, we got some shitty teams after that, so it would look real good to get 6 consecutive and start getting a nice little winning streak going on. That'd be nice. Shoot the puck. We're not going to do step up and all that stuff today. That's so long ago. Shoot the puck segment. You know the rules. Guests go first.
Oh,
yep. Connor.
God.
Do you not want to go first? I'll go first. I'll go first if you want me to.
Oh yeah, please do.
You forgot. Yeah. Listen now. That's how I feel when Milkman steals my shit. So I just gotta start.
What you got, DG? What you got, DG?
This is the All-Star break. We're sitting around first place, hovering around first place up there. No one thought you could do it again. Fuck it. Here we are, still the champions. I hope you had good times golfing, time with your family. You're going to have some extra time here in February for the fake All-Star break. A lot of other teams are making up games for COVID. We didn't miss that many games for COVID. So let's take this time to rest. But it's time to ramp it the fuck up because it is officially fucking the witching hour like on fucking Red Zone. It's the fucking witching hour. We're in the third fucking quarter. 5 minutes to go. Let's fucking start ramping it up. Let's start peaking. Let's not peak too early. Let's stay healthy. But I'm glad you guys get some rest. Let's fucking go Bolts. I'm ready to watch a lot of fucking playoff hockey games.
Connor, you ready? Let me take it.
Oh, I'm ready.
Go for it.
Well, second part of the season just started. And I just want to give a shout out to someone that we forgot to mention during this podcast. The Big Rig, Patrick Maroon. Congrats on signing a 2-year extension. That's very big for us because he holds, a certain standard in a locker room, and he's that big locker room guy, fourth liner that everyone loves. So I think it's very important that if we're going to try and make another run at the cup here this year, next year, whenever he's here, and backbone of the morale of the team.
He's a big Tampa guy now. You fucking love to see it. St. Louis man moves to Florida, doesn't want to leave Florida.
He's a Tampa guy.
He's a big fucking Tampa guy now. I saw something on the internet. He was like big Tampa Chipotle guy. I think he was over there in Soho eating some Chipotle.
I'm about Chipotle too, so I get that.
I'm a big Tampa Chipotle guy myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Milkman, you better bring the fucking heat. Better not be fucking weak.
So, for me, something we missed in the but for pretty much the entire first half of the season was Nikita fucking Kucherov. And I am so excited to see what this man, not only because he's healthy now, he's not wearing a red jersey, he's fully healthy. I am so excited to see what this man not only does for the second half of the season, but into the playoffs. Because in the last playoffs, he didn't even have time to get ready. He was just thrown in, and he still crushed it. So now the fact this man has a couple months to get ready, to get geared, to get in time with points, to get in time with the first line, to get in time with the power play. I am so excited to see a healthy, in-conditioned Nikita Kucherov does, not only for the rest of the year, but in through the playoffs to see how far we can get through him. He is a huge offensive factor, and I'm so excited to see what he does. So that's my shoot the puck. I am excited for 86 Nikita, and let's see what happens. I love our first line. Pointing to Kucherov, that's my bromance for life. That's what it is.
You're missing the glue, which is Palat. You fucking hater.
I'm just
fucking hater.
not.
Jay Retcher
I'm
ended
just
you
not
on the
gonna
show.
address it. I'm just not going to address it. I'm
Ended
just gonna leave
you
that. I'm just gonna
live
leave
on the
that away.
podcast. He ended you. He did. Every favorite line of yours, the most productive lines in the past 10 years, have all had Palat on them. Cut it out.
It's hard. I can't argue.
Cut it
that.
out.
That sucks. That's
Cut it
the
out.
only thing that's really fucking killing me because
That's literally your argument is dead at that point. The most productive lines have been the ones with Palat.
Wait, why?
At this point, at no point
See?
did I say Palat was bad. So at no point in this
I've
entire
heard you
podcast
plenty of
did
times
I
say Palat.
discredit or disagree with Palat. So I agree. Palat, he's obviously a point there. But the two people that in my Shoot the Puck podcast are Point
All right.
and Kucherov.
Okay.
Especially Kucherov. So let my Shoot the Podcast be about them because that's what I want to talk about.
You said they're bromance, but I said you're forgetting the other person that makes that line go. That's all I'm saying.
Nope.
You said bromance. It's a three-way
I don't want to talk about
bromance.
it. And my Shoot the Puck podcast, Shoot This Puck segment, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Kucherov and Point.
Well, here's the beautiful thing.
So if you want to bring him up,
here's
you
the
can,
beautiful
but
thing,
do
though,
it
Milkman.
outside of my
Milkman.
bubble.
Wait, why don't you?
Oh God, we're about to get into it. Let's go.
Can you just give me like a 30-second version? Why you don't like
It's the
Palat?
stupidest reason of why he doesn't like Palat.
It's not stupid. It's not stupid at all. So the man he obviously gets unbelievable amount of chances. Point sets him up. Kucherov sets him up. The man gets unbelievable amount of chances. He doesn't convert a lot of time. He does convert. He does score. He does get assists, obviously. It's so many secondary assists because he's just on that line. When you put this man on the first power play line, it is so painful for me to watch.
It's not his role.
No. I'm watching it. Let me talk, Devin.
You've been talking all fucking night, cutting everyone off. How do you like it?
You gave me the floor about Palat, so let me talk about fucking
No.
When this
Fuck
man's on the first power play line, he doesn't do anything. Every power play ends with him. If it's a fucking missed shot, if it's a turnover, if it's anything. So I'm sorry, I got to get that's just my vengeance I have. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not against saying he's bad. I'm not saying that he's not good. But what I'm saying is he gets so many opportunities given with the guys on his line. Point and Kucherov are unbelievable in giving opportunities. He just does not convert on as many as he should. He is the reason that many of those possessions that we have on that first line is turned over, either via bad pass or he just doesn't handle it well. And then on the first power play, he doesn't convert. He either turns over the puck or he just doesn't score. So those are my 3 points on why I think Palat is not a first liner. I like him as a player. I think that he's good as a third liner or fourth liner. I put Palat where you put maybe Cirelli or those other guys because I am I like Palat. I just don't think he's a first liner. That's all I got.
I have no words. Jay
It's fine
Retcher,
if you guys disagree.
Jay
If you
Retcher,
disagree, just say you disagree. That's fine.
I disagree.
You told me Stamkos was terrible at one point. So you told
Was
me
he
the
not?
Lightning were dead at one point. So I understand takes are bad
was he
every
not, though?
once in a while.
Was he
but
not
my
bad, though?
take is that Palat is not a first liner and he does not deserve to be on the first line. And that's all I got. I'm sorry.
Yet the past
And people,
10 but the
so
past 10
many people disagree, and I'm fine with it. It's okay. Sorry.
Can I talk
that's
now?
it.
Can I talk now, or are you gonna cut me
Done.
off? I'm
done. My mouth is gonna be closed for at least 5 minutes.
Good. All right. Good. Me and Connor have been waiting this entire time
Yep.
for that. The most productive lines have had Palat on them for the past 10 years. The triplets, then they mixed it up, and now obviously the Point Kucherov line. So that's not his role. He's not a first power play guy. He's never gonna be that. It's just when there's injuries, That's where he happens to play. The power play is atrocious all around when Kucherov is not on there, when Point is not on the first line, especially Kucherov. We know what fucking makes that power play deadly. That's not his fucking role, so stop holding that against him. And yes, I did say Stamkos was bad. Stamkos last year played dad hockey, okay? Stamkos the year before was playing dad hockey, and this year he's fully healthy, and he's playing well.
Connor's like, no.
Is he not?
What you're talking about. Connor's like, no.
Come
he
on.
agreed with everything you said leading up to that, but as soon as you
I thought you were
going
gonna
to
shut your mouth for 5 minutes.
Hockey, Connor's like, no.
You're in jail. You're in jail. You can't talk.
Quiet.
Actually, I just muted you, so you're good. Go ahead, Connor. We've been cut off
Just
all day.
Continue. I'm just looking up something real quick.
I'm just no. I'm saying
No. You just continue. Oh, 1 second.
Stammer was not that great last couple years. He's having a phenomenal year this year. I'm on the Stammer train though. I've never said I hated him. I just thought that maybe his time was done, but he's playing great.
He was 2 years ago. He was hurt. So
That's my point though. That's my point. I'm not holding that against him. He's just saying that I was mad.
He's playing bad.
He was hurt. He's playing hurt. That's it. He's been healthy, and look what happens when Stamkos stays healthy. It just hasn't been like that, and that's the only point that I'm making. Still a phenomenal hockey player, but the past 2 years wasn't good because he was playing hurt. That's it. No knock on him. It's just he's just had, like you said, freak injuries and things like that. So, Milkman, you can unmute now.
Oh, I'm quiet. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
You might want to sit up a little bit because Sammer's going to get pissed.
I'm all ears. I'm all quiet. All ears.
All right.
Listening.
Go ahead. Do you have your stats up yet?
Yeah, I mean, I have the stats, but I just don't know what the argument is.
He just wasn't good because he was hurt. That's the only argument. He's playing phenomenal now.
But when he's healthy, how good he is. So why would you?
He hasn't been healthy in 2 years. It's hard to think about something 3 years prior to I know how good he is, but I'm not seeing that in the present. I'm seeing what's on the product on the ice right now. This does not apply. That does not apply to this year.
He does have a valid argument in that when Stamkos is healthy, obviously he contributes. He scores. He has assists.
It's been a long time since he's been this healthy.
But when he's not healthy, obviously he does nothing because he's not healthy. He doesn't play, and that's unfortunate. When you're paying guy $10 million, I think he's like 9.5 is what he's at. It sucks when he's not healthy because that's a lot of cap to not do anything. So I see where he's coming from. But
I love him this year. If it wasn't for him, without Kucherov, without Point, he literally put the team on his fucking back and said, "I'm the captain. I've been the captain. I'm still here." Devin Garnett. He actually said this. He said, "Devin Garnett, shut the fuck up, you little stupid fuck." That's what he said.
Hold on. Yeah, I told him.
And that's what he said. So, and I was like, "Yo, Stammer, my bad. Big fan. Can you sign my jersey? My bad, bro." And he's just like, "No, fuck you." So that was an actual conversation between me and Stammer. So, yeah, good times. But that was just for the past. It's just in the past. We're here. The captain is fucking here. He's back. He's an all-star. What else can we ask for? He claimed Tampa. Been here 14 years. We've actually converted him to a Tampanian. So it's fantastic. Stammer can stay forever. That was dumb back then. That's it.
I mean, it's hard to argue, Connor. It's really hard to argue. I mean, he was injured.
I know you're a Stammer stan, but
well. Obviously, if he's not injured, he can't do well. If he's injured, he can't do well. When he's not injured, he contributes, and that's all Devin's arguing. So it's really hard to kind of argue against that. But he's been unreal this year. And the only thing you can argue is that Devin thought that he should have been traded this year.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Could you imagine, honestly, Devin,
horrible take.
Retrospectively, could you imagine Stamkos not on our team this entire year?
No.
How would the outlook of our team be?
Horrible. We'd be in 4th place in the division. It'd be horrible.
And I think that's what Connor's really looking for there.
Why are you shaking your head?
Comes down to.
Why are you shaking your head?
When we lose Kucherov, if we have...
You guys are just oh, God, you guys are funny.
I just... about to get arrested.
I know. It's just... you just don't trade a guy who puts that much equity into this...
No, you
program.
don't. You don't.
There. It's from the beginning, and
We were
I
wrong.
mean, the motherfucker scored 60 goals in a season. Like, you know what you're gonna get when he's fully healthy, and I don't know. You just don't trade. Like, that's like
No, but what you're saying, he's
that
just
is-
saying
that is a
imagine though.
Culture. That is a culture changing trade. Like top to bottom, like that fucks up a lot of things. You trade the captain and see what's happening.
I don't think I'm going off on a limb here and saying Devin and I are both happy that the trade did not happen. That Stamkos is both that is on our team. He's not gone.
No,
Well,
I'm a
guess what?
dumbass. I'm going to sit here and own it and say I'm a dumbass
never
for even
getting
wanting
traded.
that. Yeah, it should have never. I was just looking at it from a cap perspective, looking at our roster. It's dumb. This is why I'm the asshole with the fucking podcast, and they shouldn't let me make decisions, and I should just keep
And this is why I
screaming.
have Connor on to keep us in fucking check because he told us from the beginning Stamkos should not be off the team.
He said he's the glue. He is the glue. Always been the captain.
And
Still
I believe
here.
in it. I am fully on that team now.
You trade Stamkos when Stamkos says he wants to be traded. That's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I agree with that.
And you also got to think about it too, how good we have it, because he
Kyler
could have.
Murray.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck Kyler Murray. He's not coming in. He could have went to Toronto back like before he signed his deal with us. He took less money to stay here, so I don't know. I'm an idiot.
Well, yeah, I guess in retrospect, between the Canadian and the American dollar, it probably evened out.
Probably the weather, the non-choking
Just like
artists, the black cat under the ice or something in Toronto,
He's good.
whatever the
Nah,
fuck it
that
is.
sucks. Nah.
All right, we've been
Florida
going for
guys are
56
like-
minutes, almost
Yeah,
an
but-
hour.
yeah, let's finish it up. Let's finish it up.
We are. That's what we're doing right now. Connor, appreciate you coming on. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Recurring guest, the voice of reason on the Loose Pucks pod. You've watched another episode of the Loose Pucks. Until next week. Peace.